Hey folks, David back with another video. Welcome back to the channel. I don't even know which one because I don't know which channel I'm going to upload this on, or BitChute or what. I'm at the Grand here in D'Iberville, Mississippi. Just came back It's my birthday today, so I'm treating myself. Yes, I turned 40 today, and I'm going to be here alone, catching a flick or two at a theater I've never been to before. It's not even 70 miles from my house, but I've never been here because all we ever do is go to Mobile, Alabama to do stuff and catch movies or whatever. But hopefully you can hear me over the fan, because I'm not going to be in the hot the next few minutes before I go in here. I'm going to watch Furiosa, the Mad Max story movie, and see if it's as bad as some of my commentators have been saying it is. It's kind of a fluke, kind of a lark that I'm doing this. Gotta be sure to turn off my sound before I get out of this car and go in there. Oh boy. Just to let you know how things are going. This is something I got today. It is my DOT medical certificate. It's good for 1 year. And I tell you what, I was just dreading this day as I got up this morning. It started coming over me last night. How I was just a little bit anxious because I have to visit my cardiologist to be updated to go to the DOT physical. That's the Department of Transportation mandatory physical for the mandatory medical certificate that you must have if you're going to drive a commercial vehicle over the road. And I was just anxious about going there and not seeing Dr. Cochran, who's my cardiologist. I saw someone else because he's booked up to November, and here it is June. I was anxious about that, but all in all, I did get the card, so I'm not gonna badmouth her too much. But when this young lady, this nurse practitioner, started with her, oh well, it looks like you're good. Your ECG and everything is good for the DOT, but you're 40 now. Oh, happy birthday, by the way. You know what? We should go ahead and set you up for a blood test, cholesterol, some blood work, and also maybe go ahead and get a calcium test. We'll go ahead and schedule for one of those at your convenience. And I'm thinking, oh, no. I didn't stop her or anything, but I'm like, I'm just here for the mandatory base requirement for the DOT. If you clear me to drive, I'm happy. It's all this other stuff that she wanted to do, and I don't know if it's just her being a woman or what. I can't really say that though, because the doctor who I got over at the occupational health and wellness place who did my DOT physical couldn't have been happier with her. She wasn't demanding of. She was like, "Oh, we still have you from like a year ago, right?" Like, I've become so paranoid about this stuff, about getting with my cardiologist first, because if you show up at one of these physicals and you see that you have a medical history that's not explained or some problem, you are not going to be you're not going to be approved for your card. You're not going to have your medical certificate. And so it's something to be anxious about, and I let myself be anxious about it. But not just that, I was just thinking of all the stuff you got to do, and it's like so many other times I've been in there, and I'm thinking, you got to understand, once you go for your DOT physical, the system is triggered to where if for whatever reason they don't approve you, if you don't get your card, then you're on hold. I would technically be like in an unemployed state until I do whatever test they say, until I get them to put it in writing, so-and-so is good to drive the truck. He can do any work. He's not prohibited by his cardiologist, his doctor, from doing anything until you get that in writing and get it from this person to this person over here. I would be close to being destitute. I kid you not. I wouldn't be able to go do my job, and there's not just another job that I'm able to just run and go to. At least not where I live, and that's the problem. Where I live, and that's why It's largely why I ended up being an over-the-road truck driver. There's nothing really permanent and steady near where I live, and so there you have it. But if you only could know I'm not going to talk about it, but it's just, I became angry, and I thought, I'm going to trigger an AFib spell right here. A rage-induced, stress-induced, anxiety-induced, agitation-induced AFib spell right here. Because if this doesn't happen, even though I've done everything that I could to make it happen, if they demand more of me than what I'm already doing, it's like maybe they'll have to get an echocardiogram or a stress test, like the African witch doctor in Dallas did a year ago to me, which caused me to switch trucking companies. I had thoughts I shouldn't have had, thinking about society, thinking about all the stuff I hear in the news, the child rape, the political corruption, the fraud, the violence, the wars, and I'm just thinking, the cops and this and that, and I just thought, I didn't let myself go. It didn't actually happen. Because if it had happened, I would be in AFib, and I would be in AFib right now. I would probably be in AFib for the next 2 or 3 days. Or if it's a light version, maybe a whole week, but it didn't happen. I didn't let myself go. There's something else, though, that's happening in my head. The circulation in my head, I guess. It's not a headache, it's just discomfort, and it's because of being anxious. So when I got in this car, and I held this in my hand, realizing that even though I didn't let myself get too angry, I let myself get too angry. I looked at this card, and I was just ashamed of myself. I said, you don't deserve that, David. You don't deserve that card right there that lets you keep your job for another year, so long as you do your job right, of course. But that's like the golden ticket, to just be able to go and do it. You gotta have it. I picked it up, I looked at it, I said, David, you don't deserve this. Because of those thoughts, because of the way you were thinking. You still haven't learned how to use your mind to preoccupy yourselves in other ways, so that you don't just think about the moment all the time. So anyways, I'm going to try and enjoy the rest of my birthday, and maybe this flick will take me out of it enough. A little bit of escapism, cheer me back up, but I got a long ways to go is all. So this is again, just a quick update video. I don't know if I'll upload this on BitChute or maybe as part of the little movie reviews I do. Who cares? But I'll probably upload it at some point. Anyways, take care, folks. Keep on keeping on. And we'll see you in the next one.